You know, Zombies really hasn't had any major updates since it came out with Black Ops Cold War. And I think that's a part of the reason that people are kind of getting sick of the game mode in today's day and age. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me here on the channel today. Zombie back at you guys with another video. It's going to be a really quick one. We're not going to take too long on this one, but before we hop into it, please don't forget to hit that like button, as it really helps get my videos out there in the YouTube algorithm, and it'll help get more notoriety to the channel and help me grow. And hit that subscribe button. It's free and it helps me out, and I could keep bringing you guys more awesome Zombies content as I'm working towards things in the future. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any suggestions or anything that you'd like to see. So ever since Zombies has come out with Call of Duty Cold War, we've really only had one break in the cut of Zombies, and that was when Modern Warfare 2 came out. After Modern Warfare 2 came out, it was a back-to-back year development cycle with Modern Warfare 3, to where we've had Zombies every single year since then. And you know, if you go back to 2015, or when Black Ops 2 came out, even before Black Ops 3, and you told me we're going to have Zombies from Treyarch for 2 years in a row, or back-to-back years, I would have been ecstatic. I would have been so excited and so happy. But now everybody's kind of dipping their toe in the pool, trying to get a piece of the pie, and going for it as a money grab. And with these Zombies iterations year after year, it's not really giving the developers that much time to innovate and create new ideas for Zombies to keep the mode as interesting as possible. And I feel like that's just adding to the part of Zombies not being as popular as it used to be, or not the game mode we used to look forward to play every single year. It's just a lot of gameplay fatigue nowadays, and with the addition of AI slap that's used really heavily in modern Zombies, I think it just takes away from the game mode. And the biggest overall issue is, just like I said a second ago, we're just getting Zombies fatigue. You know, we used to have these cuts in Zombies back in the day, to where we wouldn't get a new game mode for Zombies 2 to 3 years in a row. Like between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, it was when the 3 development cycle was introduced, with which you had Sledgehammer Games, Infinity Ward, and Treyarch developing a Call of Duty game every single year. And we had a break in between those, so we were hungry for Zombies before it came back around. And it gave the developers time to create and come up with new ideas. And you could take this, for example, from back when we first seen Zombies in Call of Duty World at War. It was bare bones. The game was as plain as it could possibly be. But as World at War went on, we got the introduction of perks and Pack-a-Punch. That carried on to Black Ops 1 with new quests and full-fledged Easter eggs. To Black Ops 2, to where we got the buildable system, an even deeper story gameplay that just innovated upon the game so much. To where you'd go to Black Ops 3, to where they added the Gobblegum system that added another layer of depth to the gameplay. Another way you could get around to Easter eggs that just went further beyond anything we could have imagined. And then in Black Ops 2, we got the first cutscene, which they built upon that. And then Black Ops 4, I feel like, is where it started to fall apart a little bit, so where the perk system was overhauled. But then you come to Black Ops 1, and it got completely redone to work with the Warzone engine to kind of streamline everything, which really took away from the Zombies experience. There was a lack of creativity in storytelling and gameplay when it came to Black Ops Cold War. But then you get to Black Ops 6, where they really just went full in, hands down, on Zombies, to where it wasn't like it was in Modern Warfare 3, where it was MWZ. It was an extraction shooter game mode, and they completely, you know, they added upon what was introduced to World at War and fine-tuned it, which was way better in the grand scheme of things than Cold War Zombies was. And then you get Black Ops 7 right after it, which, you like, honestly, watching gameplay of Black Ops 7 Zombies and Black Ops 6, if you were to put it in front of a person that's never played Call of Duty Zombies or watched it, they'd look at it and be like, "Oh, I'm watching the same exact game," which in all honesty it is. You know, Black Ops 7 is the same idea as Modern Warfare 3 to MW2. It feels like a DLC expansion of Black Ops 6. So there really wasn't much of a difference. Coming up over here on the next Call of Duty cycle, we're going to have Modern Warfare 4, and let's pray and hope that they don't go with Zombies as well, because we really do need a break from Zombies, and the developers need to take a step back. There haven't really been any major innovations in the last few Zombies game modes that we've gotten. It's just been the same thing over and over, and it's gotten very repetitive. I said this in one of my other videos. I feel like we haven't really had a good zombies map in a while. And when Totenreich came out, it was just a breath of fresh air. The creativity that went into making that map with the Easter eggs and the side quests, it was just so well thought out, above and beyond the rest of everything we've gotten. With the Richtofen side Easter egg, just showing how evil of a character Richtofen really is. It goes back to show that back in the day, when we had these characters, Richtofen was a character to be looked at, to be feared and revered, because you didn't know how crazy he was or what kind of player he was. Excuse me, what kind of character he was to the zombie storyline. And now we're really going back to that, where it's going back to its roots. When it comes to modern zombies, you either stand on one of two sides. Either you like it or you hate it. There is no in between. I'm on the side that I don't really like it. That's why I haven't played it. Activision, Microsoft refused to make any changes to make the game more, like geared towards the fans. Everything they do in that game is just a money grab to make money. Any modern Call of Duty, as bad as I want to play Totenreich and give you guys an opinion on it, I just can't bring myself to download that game and support what they're doing with the gameplay systems and how they're going about everything with them. So, really looking towards the future to whatever they're going to do with these next few zombies maps that come out. The next Call of Duty game that comes out, which if they're really going with the 3-year development cycle now, no more back-to-back, which is what they said after Black Ops 7, we're not going to get zombies for 3 years. So the devs are going to get a little bit of a break, first of all, refresh their creative juices, and go back to the drawing board. We need something to innovate upon the next iteration of zombies. Something different. Something that's going to bring players back and get people excited for these DLC maps that come out every season with Call of Duty, if they stick to that system going forward. And I, for one, really can't wait to see what that's going to be, because multiplayer for Call of Duty's cooked. Warzone's not fun anymore, and they both suffer from hackers and skill-based matchmaking. It's just not fun to play and sweat all day long. Zombies was meant to be an escape from that whenever we needed a break, so we could go in there, just have some fun and relax. Yet it was still challenging and drove us to want to play the game mode more, from the creativity they used to put in these maps and the replayability aspect that we had with everything when we were playing these in the past. It gave us a little bit of a break from playing multiplayer and getting fatigued from that, which is why these games always felt so refreshing and felt fun to play, and you felt like you had options. Now when you get on and you play zombies, it's a lot of the same feeling. You don't feel like you're really transported to a different game mode. It all feels the same, which goes with the theory, or the saying is just everything is streamlined. There's nothing special about zombies anymore. So whenever they do decide to make this next zombies game mode in the future, they have a lot to live up to. There's a bigger expectation than what we've had for Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7, because they have so much time to go back to the drawing board and try to introduce new features and come up with new things for these maps. And that's really all I have to say about it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. Please don't forget to hit that like button, as it gets my video out there in the YouTube algorithm, and it really helps me get notoriety towards the channel. Hit that subscribe button for more content to come in the future. Let me guys know where you stand on current zombies versus older zombies. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Zombie out. Peace.